Hello everybody, this is Doctor and welcome back to another video. Now, just for the start of this, I'm just going to quickly be saying my schedule is going to be back on track for a pretty long time actually, to be fair. There will be 2 weeks where it might seem a bit messed up because I'm going to be trying to record it before I am actually going away, and yeah, when I do go away, basically I'll try and take a USB with as many videos on as I can get, and I'll try and spread them out throughout the weeks. But yeah, that's then. Let's just jump into why you came here. So this is another how to build tutorial thing. So from the series we have built all of this. So that's going from lockable chests, slime bouncy things, TNT cannons. That's a button combo lock, isn't it? Yes, it is. Item frame locks, AFK fish farms, and automatic melon / pumpkin farms, which is what we did in the last episode, which seems ages ago, to be honest. But in this video we are going to be doing this absolutely insane teleporter, which works in creative and survival. So it's survival friendly, not resources are easy to get, and it's working away here, as you can see. It might just look like a weird illusion to you, but it's really not, and yeah, we'll show you that when we get to how it basically works. Yeah, it's real simple design, and a big shout out to Skippy6 Gaming, one of my favourite YouTubers, does loads of nice tutorials like this. Basically I found his first teleporter, which was much larger than this, and that is actually what I built in my main survival world. Then I just got the notification earlier that he has found a more compact one, which was suggested to him by somebody else who I don't know, but he did a tutorial on that too. And yeah, I followed that, and now I know how to build it up by heart, which is absolutely perfect. So before we get into the tutorial, let's show you how this thing works and what you're going to need to understand it. So let's actually start off with just try and ignore the loudness of that, guys. It is extremely loud, and I will possibly actually turn it off while we are doing the tutorial. That is actually possible. However, if you press this button, as you can see, that's right, I just got teleported here. And then you want to throw another ender pearl into it. You want to try and get it as close to the middle as you can. There we go. Boom. There we go. And it's very convenient that I added this to the side of it. I'm going to quickly turn my sound down, actually. Turn this. There we go. Oh, looks like I actually got teleported. That is actually a malfunction that can happen. If you don't throw your ender pearl right, you can actually get teleported into a mechanism. I'm not quite sure how that works actually, but it does, it happens. Right, so basically what's going on here is these comparators we see in the input from this torch, which the torch is actually powering up here, and that's putting that, God, I can't see it. Wait, I'll start back from the bottom. Basically, this circuit is constantly making this activate, which is meaning that that redstone dust is powered, which turns that on, which then makes it keep activating. That's making this bounce up and down because this redstone torch is going into here, into there, and into this block. And then if the button is pressed, it will come down your redstone trail, which you've led from somewhere. I just put mine right next to the mechanism, guys, but yeah, I just put it down here. And if you put it into this same comparator or this dust, then what that actually does is it puts the input into that comparator, which turns off a redstone torch. That makes this piston retract. Oh god, I can't get up there. Which is then making it so that this block is pulled down, so that this redstone repeater can't actually access that dust on the other side. So that means this piston won't be powered. So that means if the piston isn't powered, that means it will like turn off for like short period of time. So the ender pearl will come down, and instead of bouncing back up, it'll hit it, so you will be teleported there, and you still do take damage, unfortunately. And something else I'd quickly like to point out is this pressure plate actually turns off the machine. So let's say you just made put an ender pearl in it, but it's gone in wrong, but you can't get it to stop, and you want to make it stop, but your button's miles away. You can just stand on this pressure plate, guys, then it'll teleport you to just one block forward. However, there are a few negatives to this, and that's just the fact that mobs can walk on this pressure plate, which will stop it, and you'll get teleported there. Also, every now and then, if you haven't thrown the ender pearl in right, you do get teleported here randomly, or you might just randomly like get put in the mechanism, which is also very annoying. But other than that, it works extremely well. If you can throw ender pearls, it works extremely well, guys. And I just realised you can't see that glass through the water. That's weird. Yeah, that's it really. I think it's pretty simple as to how it works, to be honest. So let's just skip into what you'll need before showing you the actual tutorial. For this build, you're going to be needing 14 blocks of your choice. I'm going to be using purple concrete. Oh, and by the way, guys, at the moment, what I'm just going to be showing you at the moment is just going to be for the basic redstone contraption underground. You're going to be needing 6 redstone dust, 2 redstone comparators, 2 redstone repeaters, 4 redstone torches, 3 sticky pistons, 1 redstone block, 2 slime blocks, and 10 obsidian. And then just for the functioning of the teleporter above and what you'll need to make it work, but not decoration, this is essential. You'll be needing 4 pressure plates of any kind. I recommend stone because then items can't drop on it and also teleport you there, so that's disabling a disadvantage. 4 slabs of your choice. You can use blocks, but it does look better with slabs in my opinion. And 1 water bucket. And then for your wiring system, you're going to be needing 1 button. It can be wood or stone, guys, don't worry. I know different buttons can have actually different effects for presses and stuff. Yes, guys, I knew that. You'll also be needing a load of redstone repeaters and a load of redstone dust, depending on how far you're going to be travelling. Something else I should probably mention is the fact that you can't teleport across an entire large size world. It actually has to be, I think the max is 300 blocks on a PS4 or Xbox One world. On last gen consoles, I think it's actually something more like 150 blocks or something. Yeah, you can't teleport extremely far, but you can teleport pretty far. So it's just handy getting around your survival world. You could also add a button here which will take you back to the other end too, so you could have it as a two-way system. There you go, that's everything you're going to need. So I don't see what's holding us off from actually starting the real tutorial. So first things first, you're going to want to dig a 3 by 3 by 7 hole in the floor. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then just simply knock all of these blocks out to create your hole in the ground, like so. Now grab out your block of your choice and simply place 3 blocks here and then 1 block here. You're going to want to then place one of your comparators going into this block and then one of the comparators the opposite direction going out of the air block. We are no longer going to need our comparators, so let's just throw these away. Once you've done that, I recommend placing a redstone torch onto this block and then putting the piston on top of it. This piston has to be sticky. Then on top of this piston, don't put anything yet actually, guys. You need to mine out these 2 blocks on either side there and replace them with obsidian. Then put your slime block in and put obsidian on either side of that. And that's what you're going to want to do with that at the moment. And once you've done that, you need to link all of these up with redstone dust. So simple really there, and then put 1 redstone dust here too. Then place 1 more block of your choice there with a redstone torch on top of it. Then coming on this angle, you want to place a block there with redstone torch coming off of that with redstone dust on top of this block. From there, you want to just keep this redstone torch like vertical current going straight upwards, which then runs into a repeater and then a redstone dust right there. And believe it or not, that is actually all the redstone dust you're going to be needing for this part of the build. So now you want to come down here to the bottom torch, place a block of your choice there with a repeater coming out. This repeater should not be turned on. If it is turned on, it means that you've put it coming from this block. You can still have it there, however, but I highly recommend changing that, and it won't really work as anywhere near as well. If you do have it there, you have to do a bit more redstone and use a bit more. So yeah, just do it where I put it really. But believe it or not, that's also all the repeaters we are going to be needing in this build. And actually, believe it or not, the redstone torches we're going to be needing in this build too. So now once you've done that, we want to place a piston which will be activated once this repeater is powered, and then place your redstone block on here. This is now going to start your circuit going here, and as you can see, this repeater should be getting lit on and off, and the piston should be extending and then retracting. And if it's not doing that, you have definitely done something wrong, guys, so make sure that you can fix that. Once you've done this, you are going to be placing your final sticky piston there. No more pistons required in this build. And then place a slime block on top, and then a block on top of this other slime block. As soon as this block is placed, the mechanism will begin, and you will see the center piston start extending and then retracting. And that is all you're going to be needing for the basic circuitry down below. And yeah, that's absolutely everything. So to be honest, I'm going to keep those, but no, I'm not. I'm going to throw them away. So right, now I want to come to the top. So what are we going to be needing now? We are going to be wanting our pressure plates, our slabs, and our water bucket. What we want to do is place obsidian on each center block of the 3 blocks on either side. Don't place them on the corners, otherwise there's no point. If you wonder why we're doing it with obsidian, it has to be some kind of block that's not movable by slime. So you could indeed do this with furnaces. If you're not that big on resources and you don't have much obsidian, you can indeed do this with furnaces too, and it can still look really cool. And then on top of these, you want to place 4 pressure plates. And I just realised I threw away my blocks, whereas I still need 4 of them. Don't worry, guys. We used 10 blocks down there, and then it's just 4 more up here. Just fill these in with a block of your choice. It could be grass to make it just blend in, or it could just not be grass and not make it blend in. Then what you want to do is, we have now used all of our obsidian. We just go into one of the pressure plates. Just quickly put 5 blocks on top of this. You can do it 4, but sometimes the ender pearl doesn't fully come in, and it can malfunction even more commonly than usual. And as you can see, it will definitely be working if you stand on this and the slime block stops. That is a good sign that your mechanism is working perfectly, and yeah, you haven't done anything wrong yet. So what we want to do is just easily put in slabs around this, just once again directly above where the obsidian is down below. Then once you've done that, you can come back up and place your water bucket there. And that is everything in teleporter wise. If you want to decorate it like how I've done here, place your chests filling in with ender pearls, which you're going to need to keep throwing them in, or put more slabs here and put glass rods going up to them, then you certainly can. However, I'm just going to leave it at this at the moment, as I'm just going to be showing you the basic design. And yeah, we are no longer going to be needing any of this at all. Now what you're going to want is your button, your redstone dust and your repeaters, the ones that you took for your track. Then we're using this. I'm just going to quickly get the yellow clay out. You want to make the current get from your button to. I show you where you want it to actually go into. Just get down there first, guys. So mine your current out. Yeah, mine out the current track. And looking at this, yeah, okay. Your current has to run into here or here. Ideally, this block right here. But it can technically run into that block, but just try and make it run into this redstone dust here instead. And then just place it all the way up here. I'm not actually going to be needing any repeaters as my track is too short, but it's absolutely fine. And as you can see, if I push this button, it will stop. And now it will start working again. So you can throw in your ender pearls, and of course I forgot to add to the list, you're going to need lots of ender pearls. Throw in your ender pearl, and that should start bouncing upwards. As you can see, if I push this button, in I go. And really nice, effective, survival friendly teleporter here. And like I said, you can decorate it however you like. However, make sure you're not deactivating a water source block, and also make sure that the water source isn't actually intruding on the redstone cement process. Try not to accidentally break that slime block. I might have done that in my survival world. But yeah, absolutely brilliant survival teleport here. Once again, massive shout out to Skip6 Gaming. Thanks very much for this design, and I thought I would pass it on to you guys too. The design, yeah, Skip6 has also inspired these two builds. These and these and this and this and this. These were all actually my own designs. Coming to more modern builds, so the three most modern ones we've done, the three most current ones, they are all actually Skippy's designs. But yeah, that does bring this tutorial to an end, sadly. Keep an eye out on the channel for an Overwatch stream later today. Not a stream, sorry, I'm just one competitive video. Might be one game or two games, so if you're interested in Overwatch, then please don't forget to check that out. However, if you're not, then click off this video now. No, I'm not joking. Before you do that, you need to click that like button. Well, smash it. And absolutely annihilate that subscribe button, please, and break your keyboard when you're typing in the comments below. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to leave suggestions for any tutorials you want. This is why I'm actually using Skipper's designs, because I'm not getting very many suggestions, so I'm just taking things that I'm pretty sure you guys will want to know about if you haven't actually seen these designs before. Well, that does sadly bring this video to an end here. So I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.